Hope everything's okay at Feast.
And with that, hey everybody, welcome back to more Let's Play Marvel's Spider-Man for the PlayStation 4. Lance of the Fancier. Back again, it's the trope. And we have a new suit. It is the Spider-Man 2099 suit. And this suit's based off the suit worn by, obviously, Spider-Man 2099, also known as Miguel O'Hara. He's basically Spider-Man from the future. Pretty cool idea. And he made his first appearance in the Amazing Spider-Man issue 365. Basically, Miguel was injected with an addictive drug that would kill him if he didn't work for the company supplying that drug. So to cure his addiction, he had like a system, or as a purifying system. It's basically a system that purified him at molecular level and gave him Spider-like abilities. There you go.
Alarmist, paranoid, conspiracy theories, all nasty words people have used to insult and demean me. But now, after years of me trying to warn you all, here we are. Spider-Man has literally brought a plague down upon us. Why do I blame him and not Martin Lee? I do blame Martin Lee. He deserves swift justice, but he's a lunatic terrorist. This is what they do. Whereas Spider-Man claims to be a hero. Yet, he obviously knew about the threat and didn't warn us. He either thought he'd handled it, which makes him criminally negligent, or he was in on it, which makes him a terrorist too.
Because terrorists are bad. Well, I mean, that wasn't even supposed to be sarcastic. They are bad, but you know what I'm trying to say here. Let's meet up with Aunt May.
Right over here. Till Miles gets back, the best thing we can do is keep everyone fed. Oh, Peter, it is so good to see you. How are you? Healthy?
I'm good. How are you holding up, May?
Good, but busy. Oh, let me go.
Oh, there.
I'm okay.
Didn't you tell me something once about accepting that I'm human just like everyone else?
You and Ben. Masters at turning my own words against me. I am fine, Peter. Just a little rundown.
Where's Miles? Could he help out?
Oh, he is. He's off picking up medical supplies from the relief center. It's amazing how quickly we go through antibiotics.
Okay. You stay off your feet for a bit. I'll organize the unloading and check in with Miles. Deal?
Deal. Give me a chance to nurse my wounded Parker pride.
Come on, Miles, answer. Don't make me worry about you and May.
Quiet. So much for a milk run. How did a bunch of convicts even do this? Looks like an exploding bulldozer went through here. I can't turn back. Feast needs those antibiotics.
So yeah, it's time for our final Miles stealth section. Well, technically the final Miles section of the game anyway. It is kind of weird that we really only have, I guess we have like 3 to 4 MJ sections, so it is kind of fair, I guess, to have 3 Miles sections. And not that I dislike these, I actually do prefer the MJ stuff, and I think I might be in the minority on that, which is strange. There's nothing wrong with these sections. I think it's just because they're so sparse and they're more towards the end of the game. I guess they just kind of, they don't stick with me as much as like the MJ stuff. And I think it's mostly because I love the last MJ section, which we'll be seeing, I think, in the next episode. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it just sticks to me more. Not to say this section with Miles isn't fun. This is probably the best Miles, like, level, I guess, section, whatever, in the game. I do like this part a lot. This first part's kind of but the second part of it's really good. But before we go on, I want to talk more about 2099's suit power. It's basically low gravity, which basically lets Spider-Man remain in the air for a longer period of time. So you can kind of like do more like air combat. It definitely can come in handy when you're fighting like the jetpack Sable agents, but I don't really use that one a lot. It's just not my thing. Spider-Man 2099 has appeared in video games. Obviously, I'm sure you've heard me talk about it before. He appears in Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, and he's actually one of my favorite Spider-Man to play in that game, and he also appears in Edge of Time, where he's like one of the main characters. I've never played Edge of Time. I remember being excited for it when it was coming out, because I really liked Shattered Dimensions, and I was like, okay, it's the same people who are making this. I think it's Beanox, I think, is the people who made it. Don't quote me on that, though. So I was really excited for it, and then it kind of just came out, and I forgot it even existed. I hear it's just kind of you know? Shattered Dimensions is really fun. Apparently that game's just the issue I kind of have with it is you go from having a game with 4 Spider-Men to 2 Spider-Men, and to be fair, they are picking probably the 2 best Spider-Men in that game, because I think in like 2099 he has those really cool like dive sections, kind of like Sonic Unleashed, or maybe not Sonic, but like modern, like Boost Sonic style kind of things where you're diving, and he's also just really fast, which I like.
Another supply tent. A couple trauma kits, but no antibiotics. Gotta be somewhere.
It's somewhere, I'm sure. But, so I originally said this in the beginning of the LP, but I think enough time has passed where I can finally sort of talk about it. So in this episode, I've talked about Spider-Man movies. You probably know where this is going. I'm gonna talk about Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. So if you haven't watched that movie yet, don't want to get spoiled, I would recommend not watching this part. But I have to, because it's the last Miles part, you know. It's on Netflix now. You have so many ways to watch this movie. At this point, you should go watch it. But that movie's great. I'm gonna, like, periodically, like, when cutscenes go on, I'm gonna stop talking about it, but, like, throughout the part, I'll probably talk about it a bit. But I love Spider-Verse a lot. It's a really good film. I don't know why there's so many sections of Miles climbing like, through the cars. It's kind of weird, because it's just like, I guess it's below the next area, I'm assuming.
Oh, come on, Crate, be the one. Amoxicillin. Perfect. That is a very large man. Found the exploding bulldozer.
Supply routes and schedules. Now! Gas out!
Gentlemen, I apologize. My associate is inelegant. He doesn't understand the fine art of persuasion.
Did not need to see that.
What was that?
Check it. Now.
Don't think he saw me. Time to get out of here.
Whoever is here, come out! I have not time for this. We are having fun with lights now? I will have fun with your face. Come out, and I promise not to crush you.
Rhino has some of the funniest dialogue in the game. To me, he's like, come out, I promise not to crush you. I really like Rhino in this game a lot. I think he's really funny. It's more his dialogue that's funny, just because he's so dumb, and I love him. I've told him before, but like with Rhino, the thing I like about him so much is that he is so stupid. Like, he's a dude in a giant rhino suit, and this is probably the most intimidating he ever is in this game, in my opinion. But his dialogue makes him just dumb. Also, those boxes disappeared. I don't know if you saw that. They basically got, like, Thanos snapped, and they just faded out of existence. It's funny. But Rhino does have some really, really good dialogue in this game. We're gonna see it later in this part, but he has some just really funny dialogue. I can just keep saying that I know. This section I actually had glitch where I got stuck here. Rhino would not destroy the crate I needed him to do. I do not need this. I'm a busy man. I'm a rhino. We need to get out of here and call animal control to come and take this rhino away. But speaking of Rhino, let's get into his bio. So, also known as Alexei, some name I don't know how to say, Rhino is a former mob enforcer who became the Rhino after having an experimental combat suit grafted onto his skin. Rhino is incredibly strong and he's quite fast despite his size, and he also has insane durability. His first appearance was the Amazing Spider-Man issue 41. And in this game, he's voiced by Fred Tatasciore, I think that's how you say that, known for voicing the Hulk, Black Bolt, and Crossbones in several cartoons, Rocksteady in TMNT 2012, and Dingo Dog in the recent Crash games.
I gotta get out of here.
That part immediately made me jump when I first was playing through this, because I didn't think he was going to do that, and it really scared me. But talking about the guy who voiced him again, Fred, he did return to play Rhino, or he's returning from this game, I apologize, to voice Rhino after voicing him in Spider-Man Web of Shadows and the first Amazing Spider-Man game. I actually did not know Rhino was in the first Amazing Spider-Man game. I've never played those games. I hear they're okay, though. Like, I hear they're okay Spider-Man games. Like, it's almost like I feel like if I played it and I wasn't a Spider-Man fan, I probably would care about it, but I hear they're just kind of okay. I do know the sequel has Carnage in it for some reason. He's just there. I don't know, it's very odd. Those games, Spider-Man games are always weird, especially based on the movies when they have these villains in them. And I like that they do, because they have to do that, but it's also it's just weird that Carnage shows up to me in the sequel game without Venom there.
Go.
It is case of goose. I hate case of goose.
I love that part.
Should let May know I have these.
Get off me! Just give us the wallet! Give it us, man! Help!
Hey, leave him alone!
Big mistake, kid.
You can't just push people around like that.
Or what? Like this? Haha, kid's got guts.
Hip squared.
What the hell's he saying? Not gonna be saying anything in a second. Oh! Whoa.
You want a taste?
Nah, I'm good, kid.
You want a taste? I gotta work on my fight banner.
Miles? Hey, I've been trying to reach you. You okay?
Hey, so, don't freak out, but, I gotta fill you in on some stuff.
Incredible work, Miles. Stick close to Feast. If the convicts get desperate, they may try to raid the shelter.
Way ahead of you. Anything else happens here, I'll let you know.
Great. Thanks, Miles.
And that's the last time we're going to play as Miles in this game. He's not playable in the DLC, which is strange to me, but yeah, that's the last of Miles.
Yuri, figured out Rhino's deal. He's attacking Oscorp's relief centers.
Think I know which one he's hitting next. Reports of a possible earthquake and/or demolition derby at the Harlem Center.
Sounds like our boy. Headed there now.
You holding up okay?
Tired, but hanging in there.
We'll get through this. Keep the faith.
But I didn't really get to talk about Spider-Verse much because I have got my love for Rhino's dialogue in this game. But I get asked in a comment by Goldwade if I like this game's Miles or Spider-Verse Miles more. That's such a tough question because I legit thought about that. And I love both of them for different reasons. This game, he's more of a fanboy, but I love his like arc, and he's also just really good in Spider-Verse.
More and more listeners are warning that the mayor's Sable agents, ostensibly here to protect us, are behaving more like an occupying army. But let's hear it from the caller. Go ahead.
They won't let me in my building. Said it's quarantined. I said, fine, let me in and I'll stay there. They pointed their guns at me, ran me off like a criminal. I got no place to go.
Caller, this is deeply disturbing to you. I promise you, I'll bring it to the attention of the proper authorities. Emergencies do not permit the suspension of human rights. Your elected officials may not be willing to fight.
I'll bring it to the proper authorities, like Mayor McCheese, our proper mayor. To be fair, he probably would be better than Norman. But, yeah. I do like Spider-Verse Miles a lot, because he's kind of realistic, where it's like, if I was getting spider powers, I wouldn't know what to originally do. It'd be scary, because you'd want to help, but you wouldn't know, like, exactly how to do it and learning to learn. It would be interesting. And he's also, I love in Spider-Verse his, chemistry of Peter, and that Hobo Peter in that game, in the movie, it's really good.
Pick on someone your own size, Rhino.
There is no one my size, Poke.
Or maybe we could just talk it out. Rhino, what's with your team up? Thought you were a loner.
Beans and eggs, Poke. All of life is beans and eggs.
So yeah, Rhino, he's kind of a guy where he's more stubborn, so it is kind of shocking when he does work with people, but he's stupid as well, so it's kind of easy. Imagine, like, Knuckles teaming up with Eggman. That's actually a really good comparison, because they're both doctors and they're both strong characters who are stupid. Good going past me thinking about that. But still, yeah, he basically teaming up with Octavius because he thinks Octavius can get him out of the suit. That's basically his goal, because he doesn't want to be in the suit anymore. But yeah, he's stuck in the suit because he's an idiot.
I always liked this suit. So distinctive.
Be thankful, Poke. Without you, I make less trouble for you.
So the main gist of this fight is you're gonna want to, like, knock things down, like those big, like, construction pieces. I don't know what to call them, really. The big construction parts. And, you're going to get Rhino to run into those because they'll do damage to him, and then you can run in and start punching and kicking him. This fight's not difficult. You literally just have to watch out for Rhino. I say that as I just get hit by a giant rock, I think. But he's not. I said it again as I just get hit. But this fight's not hard. The second phase is definitely more difficult. Spoilers, the second phase. But I never have trouble fighting Rhino. I do like that he's in this game. He's made some appearances in other video games. Like, I know he's a boss in Ultimate Spider-Man. I remember I found him very easy when I fought him.
Look out, Rhino! Poachers!
I'm not funny.
I love Rhino and Spider-Man so much. They're funny.
Okay, Rhino. Let's wrap this up.
Never send an 8-ton infant to do a man's job. Let's finish this.
Oh, Scorp, love you, but you do know it's worth to cut in, right?
What were you gonna do if I didn't show up? Beg him to give up?
Yes, Scorpion, that is exactly what I would have done.
Ah, like an old married couple, you two.
So yeah, Scorpion joins the fight as well. I do kind of like that he's with him, and I don't. Because, like, the thing is, I thought after, like, the acid trip, we would kind of have, like, a one-on-one fight with Scorpion. Because I thought, oh, Peter's definitely got a reason to want to fight this guy now because he's missing his brain, but he doesn't. It's just, like, kind of a comedy fight, which I like and don't like. Mostly for the dialogue is really good, but that's it.
Octavius, huh? You have a name yet? The Scary Six? Dirty Half Dozen?
How about we murder Spider-Man and use his corpse for a blanket?
Scorpion, please, you embarrass yourself.
I love that. That's probably my favorite line in this entire fight. Because, like, Scorpion is trying to be serious with these, like, really awful names, but, like, Rhino's just like, Scorpion, please, you're embarrassing me in front of the Spider-Man. Don't do it in front of the kids. They are kind of a married couple.
With a moron like you, get him, you idiot!
Get him? Calm down and help, Rock.
Guys, please! There's plenty of me to go around!
But Scorpion's basically like he was in the original fight in the last episode. You shoot him with webs, beat him up, he's not hard. Definitely Rhino is... I think Scorpion's what makes this fight more difficult just because you want to focus on Rhino, but Scorpion jumps in and will do damage to you. I tend to focus on Rhino, like I try to get Rhino away from Scorpion, then I go after him because it just makes it easier. But this fight's not that difficult.
Rhino's getting his suit removed. What did Octavius promise you, Scorpion?
Money. Scorpion has no picture. He fights for profit.
Untrue! I ripped Spider-Man's face off for free! Money for both.
You know, that doesn't sound very therapeutic, but whatever works for you, dude. I definitely think Rhino... I just thought that Rhino's the stupid one. out of these two. I love it a lot. I should mention that Scorpion does appear in Spider-Verse, because they're kind of been talking about that a little more. I'll talk about it in the next episode as well. But I kind of like Scorpion's design, but this actually might be my favorite Scorpion design, I have to say.
We failed because of you, Gargan. You don't know the pain this suit can cause.
Try it, Red. Hell, maybe I'll just pull you out of the suit myself. Piece by piece.
Starting to feel like I don't even need to be here. You guys want to sort this out yourselves?
To be fair, if it came down to Rhino versus Scorpion, I don't know who would win that, because the thing is, Rhino could just beat the crap out of Scorpion quite easily, because he's really strong, but the issue is that, like, Rhino has a few pieces of skin that show, so Scorpion could just, like, stab him in that, like, that part of, like, the body, or the suit, I guess, and basically make him go through an acid trip. I want to see what Rhino's version of that would be, because Spider-Man is based off of, like Doc Ock and giant scorpion tails for some reason. They kind of look like Perfect Chaos from Sonic Adventure 1. Rhinos, I think, would just be giant rhinoceroses. Rhinos, even, because that sounds nicer. Trying to attack and kill him. Or books, because he's kind of dumb and probably doesn't know how to read.
My jaw's already absorbed that particular lesson. Thanks.
Do you know what Octavius will do if he finds out you failed?
I failed?
Yes, you freak show!
Didn't I hear you took a poetry class in the raft? Like a therapy thing? A little forced together time might help you boys learn to play nice.